Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Here we have a residential application, and there is a rather unique item here that we need to address. One that I have not come across, but I'm sure there's plenty of structures like this, and I just haven't seen one yet. But in any case, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the dimensions overall. So we have a 20-foot 4-inch by 20-foot 2-inch. The peak here, we have it at 11 10-inch, and then right here at this edge here, I have it at 8 5 inches. And I think that's it for the dimensions right now. You can see we have two different seating areas. Well, actually three. We have the dining here, and a small dining here, and a reclining area here in front of a fireplace. We do have this fan, and we have a couple of lamps that are hanging down. Also, we have the doors. The doorway here swings all the way open, so there's a clearance that we have to meet all the way on that 180 degrees. This one here opens out 90 degrees or a little bit beyond to this section here. This door is swings inside the home, so we're not concerned about that one. But we do have these, I guess they're called tensioners, and they're offset, so they're in closer in the middle, and then they come out farther outside edge on this side here, the structure. You can see that, I think. The slight angle there. All right. So I think that's about it as far as the items, and these tensioners are going to be the items that I haven't really come across before, so I'm not sure how to address it. I'm going to assume that these are steel structures or steel items, and they're non-combustible, so that's something I'm going to take advantage of. And let's see here, I'll go ahead and go to the first item. Hold on one sec. So the first idea I have, and these are all just ideas at this point, I'm not quite sure how we can address this 100% yet, but is to place 4 sun pack heaters in this space. You can see what I've done is I've offset them a little bit. So what I've done is I've gotten a line where I wanted them, and then I just moved it 2 inches off of this structural tensioner here, and then I did the same over here. I kind of went centered here and then just moved it to the edge, and then moved it 2 inches further, moved it 2 inches further this way here, and then I did the same on this side here as well. And these are Sunpack S34 gas heaters. You can get the TSH, which would give you the high-low or medium-high setting. And yeah, and what I've done on the low side here, I've gone 14 inches from the top of the heater here all the way to these, I guess they're called beams or trusses here. Joist, maybe joist. Sorry about that. In any case, I think that's about all I could say, and you're gonna have to get an extended piece on this side here. Again, we do have to be concerned about the fan, so that was something that needed to address as well. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat on this. You can see here we're slightly missing in the center, especially over here on this other side behind next to the fireplace here, but we are covering the seating arrangement quite well with this application. You can see there we're just not hitting in between very well, and even with that and the heaters over here, we're kind of making up for some of that loss in the middle of the couch area back over there. Here you can see with the dining table, we're hitting that section pretty well. I think this table here might be pushed up into this corner a little bit more, so I might be off as far as the coverage there, but on the colder days you could just move it closer inside to get more underneath this particular unit. So that would be one option. Let's go ahead and take a look at a different option here. This option here would just be having 2 of the Sunpack S34s or the TSH model, and basically I've done the same thing. I've gone from this edge here, and I've gone up 14 inches. The heater's pointed straight down to the ground, so that 14 inches is the minimum clearance from combustibles. Not in the way of anything here, And I'm pretty sure I got this, I'm meeting the, not interfering with the tensioners here at all. So that looks good. And let's look at the footprint of heat. So this way you can see I'm just covering about 12-foot section in the middle of this space. And then nearly the whole space. I mean, we could move the heater up a little bit further and this one up a little bit further, but we do have to watch out for this fan. It's probably at the right point where I see it right now. So I would kind of recommend this being more of the proper coverage here. But as you can see here, we're not really covering this seating area, so this would have to be pushed a little bit forward in order to accomplish that. I basically have that couch in the center of the room, so if it was pushed just a little bit further, that would be great. The image, I noticed that this was this dining table here was a little slender, so I'm thinking that they're trying to save space by utilizing this so they can make this a larger reclining space. All right, so that's the 2 sun pack option. Let me turn that off. And another option would be to have the these are Infratech 4000 watt C series. You could have the SL series, or you can have the W series. So these are single element 4000 watt, 240 volts. And as you can see here, now a questionable item is placing a heater over here, and of course you can see I don't have the brackets on properly, but you'd have to come up with some kind of way to attach those. I don't know if you want to place it on this nice finished wall or up on the ceiling here. The slimline model would allow you to move these brackets back and forth so you can meeting these attachment points here. Now the questionable part in my mind is, does your city consider these as a combustible item, or is that non-combustible? If it's non-combustible, then you might be able to place the heaters over here like this, or you might have to move them up higher so that you're not in the combustible space. Now that might be an issue with the fan, so I'm not quite sure if this one would work. But over here you can see that with this opening span, having the heaters in the center, I have it a little bit closer to the middle of the room, but you can see that you could center it into this opening space here and then still meet the clearance as combustible, but we do need to watch out for that section there. Over here, I believe on this side here, I raised this up some so that, and I have these all I think at 30-degree tilts. So I have this just meeting this 18-inch clearance below to this edge here of the heater. So that's what I have here. Now the questionable one is going to be this heater over there. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. Let me just turn off the clearance on this one. Footprint of heat with this setup is you get pretty good coverage. I think we got this here, this side here well covered, and this section right here well covered. The only questionable section would be, of course here we're not hitting this couch right here, but whether or not we can even have that heater there. You might be able to place a unit up over here, but it would have to be at least 18 inches from all the way, this door being all the way open, 18 inches over, and then 18 inches clearance on this side. So maybe a WD 4024 or a CD 4024. Those are dual element heaters placed on this back wall, but you're still going to miss the inside area here somewhat, very somewhat. All right, so that would be another option. The slimlines do not come in dual element units, just bear that in mind. All right, so that's the third option, and the fourth and final option would be utilizing these. These are the this could be a 4,000 watt or a 5,000 watt C model, and you can see here that we're meeting the clearance to combustibles again by raising the heaters up along this section up here. And the same thing over here. Now the fireplace might be another question. I know it's covered in stone, but is that considered non-combustible in your area or not? That's going to be something you'll have to find out. In some cities, that is a combustible if there's wood structure behind it. So that's something to keep in mind. The smaller units, you can see that the clearance between the lamps here, and this is not something that you'll visually see, by the way. These are just clearance dimensions that I have in yellow so that you can visualize the clearance area. But you can see here, this would have to be non-combustible, considered non-combustible in your area. And that, I think, is it. I do have this again out and up from this edge here because I don't want to penetrate that or this section here with the clearance area. So let's turn that off for a second and go ahead and look at the ray. You can see with the ray now, the 3 units are going this direction. We have nice, I think, overlapping here in the middle, probably about 2.5 to 3 feet, 2.5, 3 feet of overlapping. But my ray's not quite catching out to this, seating position as well as I would like it to. But I think with the 3 units there, you'll receive enough heat to make it comfortable most of the time. And again, you can move the couch on colder days up forward to enjoy that space a little bit longer throughout the season. And of course, there's 3 back there and 2 over here on this side here. And I did that again because of these suspension tensioners. I have them inside like that. So that would be another option. All right, I hope this has helped this customer. This is a little bit difficult because of that setup there. In any case, if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, feel free to send us an email to support@patioheat.com. And also, if this has helped you in any way, or if you've appreciated this content, please give us a thumbs up. We appreciate that, and it helps us get our word across through the YouTube channels. And thank you very much, and have a great day.